What's up guys, Sean here. Today I have something really cool for you. This Koenig Arius is going to get some new bearings. But first I got to show off my new scales I just got for my crew wear SPYDERCO Shaman. These are Flytanium carbon fiber scales, and these things are much nicer than I expected. Much nicer than the carbon fiber Manix 2 scales I got from Flytanium a couple years ago. This is more of a raw looking carbon fiber. It looks more exotic. It's just like mesmerizing when you turn it in the light. Very nice looking. Feels excellent in hand, and it makes this knife sound even better when I deploy it now. Has a nice pop to it. And of course, the green anodized titanium hardware that my buddy Angelo over at the SPYDERCO MILLIE Club, he did this hardware for me. He does great anodizing work. And then of course this beautiful edge on here that you guys have already seen, but I shined it up just a little bit more on my basswood strop with some 1 micron gunny juice. That gunny juice definitely brings out the best in a mirror polished edge. That's a fact. So let's get into this bad boy. This is going to be interesting. I have never disassembled a Koenig Arius before, so I mean, I'm not nervous about it. It looks straightforward. It's all TORX. Looks like it's going to be just 3 screws. So let's get into it. First off, we're going to have to crack into the package. And what better way to open it than with this sexy beast right here. Dun, 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 dun. And voila, folks. Check that out. Some beautiful ceramic ball bearings. Woo! Almost lost one. That would not be very good, would it? Okay. Let's see. Looks like we have T8s on the back of the scale. And might be a T10 or it could be a T8. Not really sure. I think it's a T8. So I'm going to go for the T8 first so I don't mark this up. And we are going to be extra careful getting this bit driver into the slot. There we go. Make sure we do not mark up this beautiful hardware. Oh yeah, that's coming out super easy. Alrighty. So I pull this frame lock up and we're just going to give her a little wiggle. Move this hardware off to the side so nothing gets scratched up. Alright, so the front is pried up. The back is starting to pry up. Make sure I don't have a hidden screw. Alright. There we go. Never force anything. If it's not coming, sometimes you just gotta take a closer look at it and work it a little bit. It's no sense in messing something up. A lot of stuff is, you know, it's built to hold together nice and tight. So sometimes you just gotta make sure you're pulling up on something evenly. But okay, so first time seeing inside one of these. Some nice deep milling inside of these handles for weight relief. Nice milled out pocket for our blade stop. And look at this, very interesting. The stop pin is pressed into the blade. Oh, I believe that's pressed. Yeah, that's pressed fitted. Interesting. Nice captured pivot. Very nice. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, which is no time difference for you, but it's been a couple hours for me because I had to check out the Neves Knives live stream. I was over there hanging out with Jared and the gang. But yeah, so let's get back to what we're doing. So we want to clean this up, and as you guys should know by now, I like to use 91% alcohol, so I'm just gonna spray a little bit. And unless your microfiber is brand new, you don't want to be running it down the blade because it can hold dirt and little stuff which can scratch up your blade finish, and you don't want to do that, especially on something like this. But something I do recommend, Q-tips. Spray some alcohol on the Q-tip, alright? And you can get all these little crevices. Really good for cleaning knives. And the alcohol evaporates, so you're not going to have any residual liquid left over. Same deal on this side. Let that pivot pop out. And just like that, you can use the Q-tip to pop out that bearing. Alright, and you want to clean your pivot. And that should be good. I was going to use this to pop the bearing out. Little pick. All you would do is get under the lip of the bearing and pull it out, but we didn't need to. So, I have my Gunny glide right here. And just a little drop. Put the bearing in. And I'm just going to spin it around a little bit. Let that oil get all around that bearing. And I didn't add any extra to it. That one little drop will spread around and do everything you need it to. Same deal on this side. Alright, so there's my drop. Alright, we're looking good. And then last drop is going to go on our detent. And that is a nice ceramic detent right there. That explains why this sucker is so snappy. Then look, we're going to take our dry side of the Q-tip and get any excess, because we do not want any oil on that lock face. We want a clean, dry lock face or lock bar interface. So, bada bing, bada boom. Get our excess off. We want this to be dry for the most part. Okay. Pop our captured pivot back in. Drop our blade back into place. Very, very nice. And then our lock size scale is going to go on just like so. Get it all lined up. Gotta line these pins up down here. Okay. Got those lined up. Got that lined up. Gonna depress the lock bar, and that allows it to pop into place completely. And we're looking good. So we're going to go ahead and put the screws back in. I usually start off with the pivot. It's kind of just what I always do. And once again, be careful not to mark this up. We want this pivot just snug. There is no need to crank it down over tight, because especially with ceramic bearings, if you tighten it up too much, they will actually wear a track in the titanium scale. So that's not good. You don't want that to happen. You only want to tighten it enough to where there is no blade play and the screw is tight enough that it's not backing out. And if necessary, you can just use a drop of Loctite. Guiding that into the head of the screw with my pinky so it didn't slip off and scratch anything. Making sure I keep this TORX driver square in the head of that TORX screw. And we are back together. Check for blade play. Absolutely none. Rock solid. Now let's see what happens. Wow. Damn, son. I'm liking it. That is nice. Man, I have never been disappointed after putting a set of Skiff bearings inside a knife. That is a beautiful action, guys. Really, really nice. Beautiful knife also. And I apologize that the lighting is kind of shitty right now. It is nighttime and I do not have any natural light. So alright guys, that is it. Here's my full titanium XM18. This is on Skiffs. And then my other XM18 also on Skiffs. Nice smooth hydraulic controlled drop. That is a very satisfying feeling right there. Personally, I enjoy that a lot more than the guillotine, but this is a little bit more controlled than say the Norseman. Here's the Norseman right here. See, that's a straight guillotine. This is a more controlled drop. And then the hinder, it's even more controlled. All beautiful actions though. And they are all beautiful knives. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. Stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.